the 2023 Honda Pilot. It's all new, and we're going to talk about every little detail. Make sure to subscribe and like the video as you enter, and let's get started. This new Pilot was developed in Ohio and it was built in Alabama. This is going to be the 4th generation Pilot with a new, more rugged design. So the model that I'm showing you on the screen is going to be a new trail sport model, the off-road Pilot, if you will. But I personally like this new, more mature, subtle look that Honda is going for. I think it looks grown up. In fact, a lot of these new Honda products, they're feeling a lot more German now, not just in the way it looks, but also in the way it drives as well. I tested out the new Civic, the new HR-V. They both feel very German-esque. The overall length of this new Pilot has increased by 3.4 inches. And with that, the wheelbase has also increased, and there's also a wider track with this Pilot as well, all to give it more stability, especially at higher speeds. There's going to be 20-inch wheel options and 18-inch wheel options as well with this new Pilot. There will be several trim levels of this new Pilot, like the Sport, the EXL, the Trail Sport that I'm showing you here. And on the higher end, we will have the Touring and the Elite, but there's also going to be all new for the 2023 Pilot, a HPD edition as well, if you want that more rugged look. The wheel options are going to range between 18 inches all the way up to 20 inches for the higher trim levels and the sport models as well. The new interiors, that's what I really appreciate with these brand new Honda products. They are very clean, minimalistic, but most importantly, they are solid, because Mazda also gives us a nice premium feeling interior in the normal car segment, if you will. But now Honda is doing the same thing, but I feel like they offer a little bit more solidity with their interiors as well. So that's what I like. They have a new, clean, uncluttered instrument panel top that reduces the windshield reflections, and it improves the outward visibility as well. The Pilot's going to be more comfortable and spacious with class-leading passenger space, and notably more rear seat legroom as well in the second and the third rows. We've seen in other Honda models the body stabilizing front seats. Well, we're also going to get that here for this new Pilot, and that's going to reduce fatigue over long drives. And it's true, I do like the new Honda seats. They do work extremely well and they are extremely comfortable. The second row legroom does increase by about 2.4 inches, which is pretty significant. And the second row also features up to 10 degrees of recline angle, or 4 degrees more than the previous generation Pilot. And finally, for the third row, it gains about 0.6 inches of legroom. The Pilot Touring and Elite models can accommodate up to 8 people, which is pretty incredible. And the Pilot is going to be the only SUV in the class that can offer a up to 8-person seating configuration. And it's also going to come with a panoramic sunroof, which is going to be standard on the Touring and the Elite models. And heated seats are going to be standard across the lineup, which I really appreciate. The Pilot is also going to have the most amount of cargo room in the model's history. Honda and Volkswagen do a phenomenal job of giving the end user a massive machine for the money. So I think many people appreciate that, and that's going to continue, and it's improving and getting larger for these newer generations. We're also going to get new tech, of course, like the other new Honda products. So we're going to have a new standard 7-inch gauge cluster screen. And if you opt for the higher Elite trim, then you can get up to a 10.2-inch gauge cluster screen with a multi-view camera system paired with a color heads-up display, if you like that. And standard, we're also going to get a 7-inch touchscreen as well, which I personally think is just too small. They should probably give you a bigger one, but so be it. That's what they have decided to give you as standard with the sport models. And by the way, the sport trim level is the base trim level for the Pilot, if I haven't said that already. But other trim levels can get up to a 9-inch screen as well. And with that 9-inch screen, that's how you can get the wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto as well. Otherwise, with the 7-inch screen, you actually have to use the wire. The Touring and the Elite models, which are the two top models, they can come with a 12-speaker Bose audio system, which is going to sound amazing. However, I hate the fact that they make you pay up for the top 2 trim levels to get that Bose audio system. That's what I don't like about Honda and their good audio systems. They don't even give you the Bose audio as an option in the lower trim levels, but I'm noticing a lot of car companies are doing that, Mazda included, so it is what it is. Anyway, let's move on to the power and the performance now. One of the biggest highlights for me, at least, with this Pilot is the fact that they are utilizing that 3.5-liter naturally aspirated V6 engine. This is going to be Honda's most powerful V6 ever. That's what they're claiming with this Pilot at 285 horsepower and 262 pounds-feet of torque. And this is going to be mated to a 10-speed automatic transmission with paddle shifters. This new Pilot is also going to get the second generation of Honda's torque vectoring all-wheel drive system, and that's going to be standard on the Trail Sport and the Elite models. This is going to be a new, more capable system with a stronger rear differential that can handle 40% more torque and provide 30% faster response times. Up to 70% of the engine's torque can be sent to the rear axle, and 100% of that torque can be distributed to either the left or the right rear wheel. You're gonna have 5 different drive modes that you can choose from. The Trail Sport will come with a new sand mode as well, and the Pilot can tow up to 5,000 pounds as well. I believe the Pathfinder tows the most in this class at around 6,000 pounds, but this is up there. That's a lot of towing for this class at least. Driving dynamics, of course, have been improved with an all-new chassis and the stiffest body structure ever used for a Honda Pilot. But overall, the ride, the handling, refinement, all that has been improved. And we have a 60% increase in front lateral rigidity and 30% increase in rear lateral rigidity. This is based upon the new light truck architecture. The Pilot's wheelbase has been extended to 113.8 inches or 2.8 inches over the previous generation. It's going to offer that smoother ride and better stability, as I already stated. We have retuned McPherson strut suspension in the front and a new multi-link rear suspension. We have a new quicker responding steering rack here as well. Braking power has increased with larger front brake rotors and larger calipers as well. And they've also reduced the overall pedal stroke and improved the heat resistance with the brakes as well. Hill descent control is also going to be standard with every single trim level. Regarding NVH, we have additional acoustical spray foam insulation, fender liners, thicker carpet, and other sound absorbing technologies that reduce wind and road noise and powertrain noise for a more refined driving experience, according to Honda. What you need to know is it just drives better, rides better, it's going to be quieter, more refined, just better in every way and more stable. And that seems to be the case from my experience driving other new Honda products. And of course, the Trail Sport is going to offer exclusive off-road hardware, and it's also going to include new Trail Torque Logic off-road systems and new Trail Watch camera systems for this all-new Pilot. And they made sure to test this vehicle all throughout the United States, in North Carolina, Kentucky, California, Utah, the Moab, everything. So what does this mean for you? I mean, it's the most capable Pilot, meaning it can pretty much, you can tackle any gravel roads that you need to. Inclement weather, snow, ice, rain, I'm sure you'll be fine in all of that. That's what this translates to. But you know, it's cool that they're offering a Trail Sport version. I don't really mind it. Pretty much every car company is offering some form of a off-road package for all of their larger SUVs. If you're into the look, go ahead. And you know, some people, they live in a farm or they live in places with gravel roads, inclines, declines, things like that. You know, there could be some legitimate use cases with this Trail Sport for you. But for me, the safety is what matters most, and I'm always happy to see Honda targeting the highest crash test awards and safety possible with the car. They always seek the IIHS Top Safety Pick Pluses. They always make sure to optimize their structure to meet and exceed all of the crash test regulations, and that seems to be the case. Pretty much every Honda nails the crash test safety for sure, and I appreciate that. We have new airbag technology, and Honda's sensing suite of safety and driver assistance is going to be standard. So that's the new Pilot. Let me know what you think. Is this a vehicle that you're going to consider for your personal family? Have you been waiting for this? Or will you just go with the sedan since that seems to be cheaper nowadays? Let me know your thoughts, but that's pretty much everything that you need to know with this Pilot. I'll have the next video on the end screen here for you to check out, and I'll see you there.